Hello, everybody. We are live, and in fact, we are doing a live reaction to the Ghost of Tsushima State of Play on YouTube. It's a Sony live stream. Then we're gonna do our normal show afterwards, and we're just gonna talk about the live event. I'm here with Hector, hexzilla. How you doing?
Amazing. I am pumped up, excited for this thing. After last week's Xbox first look,
Mm-hmm.
I am super excited to see what Sony's gonna do with this one because you already seen if you've seen our episode or if you've seen it yourself, you probably thought the same thing. That was a whole conversation on its own. So I'm pumped up to see what they got, man. Hopefully they I have a feeling that we're gonna see some good shit. I mean, if I know Sony well enough, I think so.
Now, it's important not to set your expectations really high because this just says State of Play Ghost of Tsushima. Doesn't say
Yeah.
anything about PlayStation 5, doesn't say anything about Last of Us 2, but there's a big giant lettering saying Ghost of Tsushima. So I'm saying don't get your expectations too high. What do you expect from this?
I think that well, first of all, Ghost of Tsushima is going to be the biggest exclusive that Sony's putting out this year, so it makes sense that they're putting a lot of focus on it. I think that this state of play right here is
Hmm.
gonna just, if it showcases some good gameplay with a mix of maybe some other titles they're gonna bring. I know they're gonna do something like that. They're gonna introduce maybe some other stuff, but if they can show some good gameplay, it's gonna be amazing. Really, that's what it comes down to. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
If it comes down to the gameplay being legitimate gameplay, we could see some solid work on this game. I think that it's gonna be extremely successful.
Now, you guys may hear some construction going on my end. Neighbors are doing construction. Hector says he can't hear it, but during my test recordings, I could hear it. So we don't exactly know if it's being heard or not. So if you guys in chat can hear it, I'll just mute my mic and I'll unmute it when I have to say something. And in the meantime,
But
do you
let
expect
me
any PlayStation 5 stuff?
Do I expect PlayStation 5 stuff? I do. I think they're gonna throw something in there, just knowing how these usually work. They'll probably throw something in there just to get our emotions feeling a little bit. Maybe they'll show a little something. Maybe they might not. If they don't, I'm still fine with that because I'm really excited about Ghost of Tsushima. Like a lot of people, the big thing is just the gameplay. If they can show some solid gameplay, not none of that fucking trailer. Here's the trailer, and this is our gameplay bullshit that they usually do. I want to see some solid Ghost of Tsushima gameplay, but I do think that they might throw in some other stuff. I'm pretty sure that they'll give some inclination at some other games or something.
Right, right. Now, do
But
you think like because here's my expectations. They're gonna focus a lot on Ghost of Tsushima. If they show off some other smaller games, probably I just don't know which ones they are. They're probably not gonna talk about PlayStation 5. They'll probably mention that this game is gonna also be available on PlayStation 5, and if you buy the PlayStation 4 one, you could transfer this one over to PlayStation 5. But knowing Sony's track record right now, they're probably not gonna show off PlayStation 5 today.
yeah, yep, I
So
agree.
So don't get your hopes up too much. They need to show off PlayStation 5, but I don't think this is going to be the event where they're going to do it. Because they
Yeah,
wouldn't.
and even in the title it says PS4, so I mean it would be kind of redundant if they did show some PS5 stuff.
Hmm.
But like I said, excited for the gameplay, and I think that that's gonna be the spotlight here.
Yeah,
Um,
and
let's
State
go
of
ahead and give out our quick before we jump into the actual topic. Let's go ahead and hit home the house stuff that we got to get out there because we have a lot of stuff coming on our channel. First
Hmm.
thing I want to say though is if you like our content, we've been doing CGR for over 2 months now, about probably like 3 months. I
Right,
forgot, but we've been doing this for a while,
since like
for a good few months.
February or March.
Yeah. So we've been getting a lot of good feedback. We've had guests on the show. We talked about a lot of topics. We've gotten better in a lot of ways. So we appreciate every single person who watches our show, who comments, who watches our streams, and we're going to continue to get better and continue to talk about, trending games and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to say, if you like our content, if you are if you're a regular watcher or viewer, go ahead and hit the subscribe for us. Subscribe, like our content, and go ahead and follow us on our Discords. All of our platforms is in the description. That way, you guys can get some on time information about what's coming on our channel. So real quick, just for myself, because this is important, I have a lot of things coming up. I'm going to be doing a Stadia stream, my first Stadia stream, on Saturday. I don't know what game right now I'm going to
You mean
pick, but I think
Sunday?
it's going to be an Assassin's Creed. I'm pretty
Oh
sure
no,
it's
you're
going to
gonna
be
do your own
Assassin's
on
Creed.
Saturday.
What?
Never mind. I thought you were gonna do the big one that we were talking about on Saturday.
No, that's Sunday.
Okay.
So Saturday is my own stream. I'm just gonna be streaming Assassin's Creed, just playing it a little bit. I've been wanting to get into the game, and then I seen GMillion do his first look at it and all that, and I kind of got into it. So I'm gonna hop on there. On Sunday though, I'm doing a Stadia, my first episode of my Stadia show essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't, the name of the show isn't released yet. I'm still putting all this stuff together. I have everything is already set up, ready to go. I'm going to be streaming it on YouTube. It's going to be fun as hell. It's going to be dope. And what we're going to be doing is just talking about Stadia, playing Stadia games. It's going to be one of the best Stadia shows out there. I promise you, check that out. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be at 5 p.m. in I think it's Pacific time, right? California time.
Yeah.
So 5 p.m. Check that out. Be there or be square. Looking forward to it. It's going to be dope.
So what you were thinking is some Stadia gameplay, then we're talking afterwards, right?
Yeah, so it's gonna be Stadia gameplay with talking as we go, but it's gonna be, you'll see what it is. It's gonna be super conducive to like what's going on with Stadia. So you're gonna hear Stadia news, you're gonna hear Stadia opinions, what some of the biggest Stadia players that do YouTube right now think. It's gonna be a mix of everything, so it's gonna be super fun.
And we're actually looking for 4 people to join us because I think the game we're playing is a 6-player game. So if 4 people wants to join our gameplay, just hit me up on Discord. Then I'll set everything up. I'll set up the party invites and all that while Hector sets up the stream because he needs to learn how to live stream on his channel. No ifs, ands, or buts
check
on
that out. It'll be on Sunday, and check that out. But what about you? What's some of your shit you got going on?
Okay, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday nights, sometimes Thursday night, depending on my work schedule, I'm going to be streaming Minecraft on my Twitch channel. There's no point of streaming that on my YouTube channel because it's not a Minecraft channel. So if you guys want to see us play Minecraft, Hector joins in once in a while. We're building some big ass stuff. So follow me on Twitch. On my Twitch channel. I'll put the link in the chat right now. And we'll probably be streaming that tonight because Hector is like super addicted to the game.
Yeah, I really got into Minecraft a lot.
Thank you, Dryden, for that.
And it's gonna be dope. But thanks, shout out to Dryden Joss. Because it was after his episode when we started playing a lot, and ever since I've been pretty addicted. So yeah, we're gonna do a lot of Minecraft stuff. We actually have a lot of stuff that we want to do, that we want to build, and just kind of talk shit while we play. So if that's what you're into, check it out on Twitch.
Yeah,
follow.
This is not no kiddie stream either. So if you can't handle adult language, can't handle joking around like adult humor, then I don't know what else to tell you. But if you're into that kind of stuff while watching people play Minecraft and sucking at Minecraft, then yeah, that's gonna be for you.
In other words, me. So let me ask, Ghost of Tsushima. Okay, so we've heard about this for almost like months now. Like we've been knowing that this is coming out, and we've been seeing this as an exclusive. What was your first opinion of Ghost of Tsushima when the first trailer came out? And then how do you feel now that we're so close to it being released? What are your thoughts on it?
My first thought was like, wow, Sucker Punch is actually releasing something other than Infamous, and this actually looks pretty cool. This is like one of the few,
and it's way different too. Now that you bring that up, we're talking 2 different games,
Yeah, and we're in a completely different era. We're in the the area of Japan where there's samurai and you got the Muggles invading
Right.
Japan.
Yep.
Then you have Infamous, a superhero game, based in a modern setting.
Yep.
So,
Two different, totally different
and it was one of the
times
few
environment.
trailers that I watched like repeatedly just to get everything out of, based on how different it was. And we saw the gameplay trailer back in 2018 when they I think it was their last E3 event before they started State of Play. So that was actually really cool. A lot of people complained about the white dude playing Japanese music, but I didn't give a
Mm-hmm.
fuck, to be honest with you. It's like the same thing as if a white person drawing anime cartoons, you know? So
Right.
what? If you know
Yep.
how to play music, you can play music, right?
Yep. So I think that when I seen the first thing, I was excited. It gave me kind of Dynasty vibes. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if you guys remember those Dynasty games. I forgot what the actual name was.
Dynasty
There was those,
Warriors.
yeah, Dynasty Warriors. And I used to play that a lot on PS2. And so it gave me kind of like Dynasty Warriors vibes, where it's like you're fighting against, big enemies, and you're in this era, etc., etc. But man, I'm more excited about Ghost of Tsushima now just because it's being so close to that day. My biggest top three games this year was Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us 2, and Cyberpunk. So,
Yeah, and
I
and
think it's gonna be
um
dope.
and one of my um anticipated games was The Last of Us 2 until the leaks happened. Then I saw how the story was going down. I'm like, nope, not for me.
Yep. Well, you're a piece of shit. So I mean, that's kind of what it is. Just kidding. Um, I love Last of Us. If you don't know, and I'm excited for that crap to come out in 1 month. It is gonna be dope. We're about 3 minutes away, 4 minutes away from this live broadcast that they're gonna be doing.
Mm-hmm.
So continue to stay with us while we wait because we are waiting live in effect,
Mm-hmm.
and this is gonna be dope.
Yeah, and the chat's
Now,
going crazy. I see a lot of hearts and shit like that people are
well,
saying.
you know what? I think
I think a lot of
because
this is
look,
the Sony fanboys. Just
right, that too, but I also think that the last, Xbox, because this is gonna be showcasing Ghost of Tsushima, right?
mm-hmm.
And in the Xbox first look, they were showcasing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, right? And I think that if when that happened and we had to talk about it, they didn't have a full blown gameplay like the one that we thought. It wasn't gameplay, it was trailer of the game, right? A trailer essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think a lot of people are in this point where they're like, okay, this is a Ghost of Tsushima, you know, state of play is essentially a first look at the gameplay. You know what I mean? We want to see the gameplay this time. If they're gonna and if they're gonna do the same thing as Xbox, so I think a lot of people are skeptical right now about it.
Yeah, me included, because I don't think they've shown gameplay in the past of this game,
Yeah, they have,
like
and
back in
it was really
2018.
dope.
Yeah, they probably showed more gameplay than they showed of Last of Us 2.
Yeah,
Because one, this is a new IP. Last of Us 2, if you played the original, you know how this one plays. So
yeah, and a lot of people in the comments are saying this is coming out for PC as well and stuff like that. I mean, really doesn't matter to me.
I don't. If it does come out for PC, it probably will not come out for PC until like a couple years later. There's a little update saying in the bottom corner May 14th at 1:30 p.m. instead of 1 p.m. So I think they changed the time on us because in the thumbnail it's 1:30 p.m. and now it's 1:30. So while we're waiting, um,
Wait, where does it say that? No, it says 1 p.m. It's
no,
gonna start right now.
I'm
It started right now.
yeah, it says start in 60 seconds, but on the bottom of that it says May 14th at 1:30 p.m. Oh, you know what?
I don't see that though.
Oh, you know what?
But
You're right. You're right. I'm blind as fuck, bro. You guys can tell.
yeah, he's more blind than fucking
Than a
who's
blind
blind
bat.
than a blind bat, and he has corona. All right.
I got a Corona beer in the fridge, but not the virus.
We're gonna get into this. We got about literally 30 seconds left before this thing gets popping and on its way,
hmm
and I'm ready for it. Right when it starts, we're just gonna jump right into it. So
Yeah,
I'm
as soon
excited to
as
see
I'm
this.
able to full screen it, I'm gonna full screen this video. So, Because you guys
So
are
come check
seeing
that out.
the because apparently you can't full screen a premiere for some reason. So YouTube, get on that shit. Now,
All right, they're about to hit it off.
mhm.
Should be coming on shortly. I'm actually really excited more than I should be actually.
Well,
This is
yeah,
like
you're
second
more of a
favorite.
PlayStation guy than I am, so that
Right.
that does make sense.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go.
So there he goes.
Hey, can you hear the volume on my side, Garrett?
Yeah.
By chance? You can?
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Alright. Perfect. Wait, you can hear the volume on my side?
No, I could just hear you.
Okay, so you can't hear the volume of the thing?
Can you hear the volume on my side?
Yeah, I could. But it's alright.
No, I could fix that right now. Okay.
Yeah, cause yeah.
Oh no, I can't.
It's all good, just leave it.
Okay.
It's fine. Man, 1 minute 13 seconds. Who's ready for this? If you're ready for this, go ahead and slap a baby.
Bro, how dare you slap babies? You're supposed to sacrifice them, not slap them.
I know.
Like you.
Sometimes you gotta prep them though for a nice smacking. You know what I mean?
Right. You sacrifice babies like I sacrificed that horse last night in Minecraft.
That was pretty sad, man. That horse had a long life ahead of him, and you fucked it up.
He went straight into the lava, bro.
He ended up becoming horse meat though, so I guess we got something out of it.
But it fell in the lava, so we didn't get nothing out of it, but just a good laugh.
We got the memories of Tommy the horse. 30 seconds. 30 seconds till this thing starts.
Bitch.
We are
15
live
seconds.
and fucking effect. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this to go right now. 10 seconds,
5,
baby.
4, 3,
3,
2,
2. Wait, what?
1. Start.
Let's go.
Yes, we all know how the PlayStation 4 starts.
My life just keeps shining.
State of play. PlayStation.
Blood and gore, intense violence, partial nudity, my favorite.
Oh, don't tell me their stream's fucking up and ours isn't.
Hello everyone, I'm Jason Connell.
Ooh.
We have a lot to show you today about
Wow,
Ghost of Tsushima,
okay.
combat,
We know how to make a better
customization,
stream than they do.
But first, let's take a look at how you explore the world of Tsushima.
Hey, you know what? At least they have good audio this time. Unlike the Xbox.
Yeah,
event.
right. Okay. So this is an open world game, right? If I'm not mistaken.
This looks like gameplay to me. What do you think?
It looks like good gameplay to me.
I think we have more gameplay in here than
Has been at the heart of
Valhalla already.
since the very beginning.
Yeah. That first 5 seconds is more gameplay than that whole fucking first look.
So we've continually asked ourselves,
That's beautiful, man. That is fucking gorgeous.
That's like more beautiful than my penis.
ways possible.
Yeah, and that shit is not... No. Fuck that. Wow.
Oh, we're seeing the open world map. They're not afraid to show the
Yeah.
HUD.
I like that. They're not afraid to show the goods.
Yeah.
So I kind of... I mean, they might change it. I don't know. But right now, the map looks pretty damn... almost like a typical Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead type of thing. Which I like. It's easy to navigate. Okay, let's see some action, baby. Well, first of all, I want to say the model and the textures of everything are fucking superb. I mean, this is... We're talking about the PlayStation 5 here. This looks fucking amazing.
Look, you get button prompts more than an Assassin's Creed showed off.
Yeah.
So now you can tell this is actual gameplay.
Oh, here we go with the horse gameplay right here.
Can you see the horse balls though?
I'm checking. I see something dangling.
Maybe that's his tail.
Yeah, I think so. But the look at these graphics though. That cannot get over the animations of it. I mean, even from the horse animations are beautiful. This looks great. Aesthetically, I mean, look at the flowers, the contour, the context, and the contrast between the flowers and the tree, and then it looks fucking great. I gotta give it to them.
Now I lowered the quality of my side because I didn't want it to be buffering.
Yep.
So like, mine's kind of like lower quality than yours, probably. So because I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm watching this full 1080 right now.
Okay.
It looks fucking great. So that's a cool little thing. You can call a gust of wind to find out where you're going. And obviously there's gonna be animals, right?
Well, it's saying my stream's in 1080, but it doesn't look 1080. Maybe it's just
Yeah,
the
me
color
neither.
palette.
I think it's just them.
Yeah.
Because I'm running this 1080 right now.
Like this
It looks like 720 or something.
Can also take you to your next big
All right,
story moment.
so there's a Mongol territory. So I think the game is based around the Mongol Empire.
You don't know about, you haven't seen yet, that you don't know exist. Keep your eyes peeled for other visual cues. Smokestacks on the horizons, interesting and odd-shaped trees, or maybe even animals trying to get your attention.
I like it how there's not like no big waypoint in your way, telling you where you need to go.
Yeah, and I love how it's almost like a smoky type of feel going on right here. They use a lot of natural things to like guide the player, you know, like the world. You can use a bird, you can use a gust of wind to show you where you're going.
This is very different from the last game series.
Yeah. Alright, and here obviously we have some looting gameplay right here. There's a lot to loot, and you know, I'm assuming you can craft and all those good stuff. I want to point out one thing, Garrett, that I think you could agree on. I love how the game, you know, like typical games with resources, it usually does an animation to get the resource, kind of like in Tomb Raider, where she actually grabs something or whatever. Sometimes it's done right, like in The Last of Us, but I feel like I just like when you can just grab it without having to do the animations. It makes the game so much more smooth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you
Like
mean.
instead of him going down and cutting the tree and grabbing the bamboo, I kind of just like that you just grab it, you know?
Like once or twice is fine to show off the animations of the game, but once you start playing the game more, people don't want to see it every time.
Exactly.
And I think, you know, like
Tsushima is rich with exploration and discovery, and whether you're just following a string of torii gates that'll lead you to a high mountain shrine, or maybe it's just a fox trying to show you something hidden in the woods. Either way, bring your sense of adventure and let the wind guide you.
like I was saying earlier, I think Rockstar Games has failed to do that, you know, because they want to show off their animations every single time.
Lord Sakai.
So I think we might be getting into
Hi,
combat here.
This is Nate Fox from Sucker Punch. Now, we just showed you some exploration, but let's switch
So I love how
gears
they
and
showed a
check
good
out
amount of the
some
environment and stuff like that.
Yeah, see that's actually pretty cool. Just quick, settle, and just continue
Yeah.
on.
All right, so here we got with the combat going on right now.
Which is, I assume this is gonna be
Ever
combat.
seen a samurai movie, you know what to expect. Two warriors sizing each other up, waiting for the other to make the first move.
Fight me! Hirya Korpe! Vidya!
As you can see, the Mongol
I
army
love
everywhere
the blood
around.
animations.
For Jin to succeed, he has to use real, skillful precision in fighting them. No wasted energy.
That made me sound like a murderer.
Count.
So this is pretty much like traditional combat, but in samurai style, and they really
Right.
implement that.
Well, no, because it looks like you have that stamina bar, but you have to be really smart about how you use it.
So you can't be button mashing.
Right. This is not your typical button masher. It almost gives me like Odyssey vibes, you know? Wow, I like the limbs coming off. That's really cool. Okay, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Realistic dying animations. Very typical of a Japanese game, right? You would expect that type of dying.
They put a
Jin
lot of
Nicole.
work.
Jin fighting as a
They put a lot of work
And
in
now
these
it's seen to
animations.
take on the same group of
Yeah, they did,
Mongols
and I
as
think it's
the
gonna pay off
Mongols.
because it looks great.
As the ghost, he'll use every dirty trick he can think up to even the odds, even using fear as a weapon.
Hui! Arvo! Yasunbe!
All right, typical distraction gameplay, right? Throw something and they go to it. Oh, that's awesome. That was awesome. That crossbow is strong as fuck though, huh? And damn. Nice. That gives me like Batman Arkham City vibes right there. You can like do double sneak attacks.
This kind of reminds me of like a Tenchu meets Metal Gear. in a
Yeah,
way.
yeah. Metal Gear for sure.
Like the combat of Tenchu and the ability to use stealth like Metal Gear.
Right. Nice. Okay, so some people are scared. I like that. Oh shit, no fucks given.
So your stream is a little delayed than mine.
Yeah, it's a little delayed. I do love the crossbow action. I think it's super good, like the reticule and how they zoom in like that.
I like it how it's not like surrounded by enemies, where it makes it feel like you have to have a lot of action to have a good gameplay. Like this is like realistic of, you know, people guarding a ship.
Right.
Maybe things could be different later on in the game.
But I gotta say, the blood animations and stuff are amazing. I love it.
Ooh, customization Jin.
You might have noticed that while fighting as the samurai, or sneaking around as the ghost, Jin had on a different set of armor. That's because the armor in this game actually gives you different mechanical advantages. It's not just the way it looks. It helps accent your chosen playstyle. As you explore the world, you'll discover Omamori charms. They'll give you an edge in battle. But more importantly, as your legend grows, you'll develop all new techniques which transform Jin from a samurai into the ghost. But the thing is, you get to decide how those techniques evolve and grow over time. It's always worth keeping an eye out for dye flowers. Find enough of them and you can change the color of an armor. So not only do you get to choose how the ghost gameplay evolves, but you can fine-tune the look as well.
I don't give a fuck about photo mode.
It wouldn't be a Sucker Punch game if it didn't have photo mode. In our new photo mode, we have features such as color grading, depth of field, so you can focus on the right objects. We have a bunch of new features that really underline the motion and movement that's so great about our game. You can control the wind's direction, the speed, you can change out the particles to different types of leaves and fireflies. You can even select a track of music from our original score that might be a little bit more fitting. So if you're into doing a photo, or maybe you actually want to do a video, there's something here for
Honestly, don't give a fuck.
And the stream doesn't give a fuck either. That's why it's buffering. Some people actually care about the Japanese voice track.
I do see a lot of people saying Assassin's Creed, but in Japanese. I kind of think that's bullshit.
Japanese voice track
Well, I
option
agree with it, kind of, but
is
I mean, it looks pretty dope in its own right.
So I'm happy to say that before the
I
first
think
season
Assassin's Creed
starts,
misses mark on
we'll be able to turn
Japan.
this option on.
After seeing this.
Which option?
お侍どころじゃないよ。このお方は猛虎を打ち滅ぼすため。
Here at Sucker Punch, we are huge fans of samurai cinema. We wanted to create
Samurai
a way
cinema.
for you to feel like you're playing your favorite samurai movie. So we created a windy, black and white, film grained out mode that you can turn on from the very beginning of the game.
Well, that's kind of pointless, but I get it.
I guess that's a cool feature after you beat the game.
Right.
Today, we've shared with you some of the unique ways that you can explore the island of Tsushima. We've also shared with you some of the ways that you can fight as a samurai, or assassinate as the ghost, or customize Jin, or play in special ways. But we have so much more to show you in the future. Ghost of Tsushima comes out on July 17th. Thank you so much for watching today. We'll see you later.
Now we're just gonna have to see if they're gonna show any other stuff on the state of play besides this game. Probably not.
State of play. Oh, now I can hear the construction. Pretty much it, huh?
Yeah,
Alright.
that's what I kind of expected.
Pretty much it, guys. That was the state of play right there. So, all right, let's go to full screen mode if we can. So, what'd you think off top, just briefly, because we kind of talked about,
What I think?
yeah, what'd you think of the trail? And I want to say trailer, but what do you think of the gameplay, the mechanics, some of the stuff that they showcased today?
What I thought was my exploits being fucking weird.
I'll tell you, for me, I'm pretty excited. Maybe
There
it's because
goes.
they didn't show all of it. Maybe they still have more to show. I feel like they have a lot to show. But from what they did show, the biggest thing that I could say is the graphics are the animations are beautiful. It is just a beautiful game to play. Even if the mechanics are the same as anything else, the animations and stuff like that. It got
Right.
me excited. Like
Right,
it really
right.
feels like a real samurai game. Game that you're playing.
Right,
You
I
know
know
what
what
I
you
mean?
mean. Yeah, and which is my expectations were not super high on the state of play because I felt that they marketed it very well and they showed the game that they wanted to show, and I'm just kind of hoping everyone else sees it that way. I had a feeling that they weren't going to show any PlayStation 5 stuff, and I had a feeling
And
that
imagine this is a PS4 showcase, so
Mhm.
they are gonna. They already announced that they're gonna be. It's gonna be able to be played on PS5. So I can imagine them just like adding a lot of DLC content, or maybe adding some different content to the PS5 version of it. Because
Mhm.
right now it looks pretty damn good, and I have high hopes for it.
Yeah, so after seeing this, what's your expectations of this game? Like, is
I
it
expect
gonna
it to
be?
be. I expect it to be fluid and smooth. Sucker Punch has been good with making some fluid games like Infamous.
Mhm.
So I expect really smooth, solid gameplay, something finished, and a complete game with this one. Now, am I gonna sit here and say this is the most, you know, uh, like the most freaking unique custom game that I've ever seen? No,
No.
it does give me Assassin's Creed vibes. It does give me Metal Gear vibes, like you said, but in its own way, it's kind of something refreshing because we've never seen a samurai game this in depth.
Mhm.
So I think that's the most thing I'm excited about. If they have a great storyline and the plot is good and the characters are well developed, I think this could be a hit for Sony.
Yeah, and they didn't even really get into the story at all. They just showed gameplay, clear,
Exactly.
cutthroat. This is what the game is gonna be, and I'm gonna go back to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. In the first 5 seconds of this reveal, they showed more gameplay than the whole fucking May 7th showcase.
Right. Yeah. So I'm excited. Not much to really say about it because, it was a pretty short gameplay review or preview, and we kind of these are mechanics that you would expect in this game, right? You have the stealth, you have the scavenging, and getting resources. You have the customization aspect. The combat is very similar to a lot of the games we've seen: Batman: Arkham Asylum. Um, what else? Game Spider-Man has the same combat mechanics, things like that. So I think it's pretty dope. But it's not much that's like something that I can be like, oh wow. I do like the way that they use the environment to guide the player, like they said. You see a gust of wind, so you can go find your location. You see a bird will help you find secret resources or any secret items, right?
Or the
So I like those
fox.
aspects. Or the what?
Or the fox.
Right. The fox too. They showcased that.
Now,
So it looks good.
I could see a lot of people complaining about that. Because a
Why?
lot of people, some people need their hand holding. People need to know where to go in the game, or they're just gonna get frustrated and quit. What are your
Well, they
feelings?
can fuck off then. Honestly, I mean, if you can't figure out a game, I mean, I think it's up to interpretation. I think if you're that type of person that plays a game and you're mad about a fucking not being able to find a hidden treasure, then you shouldn't play the fucking game.
No,
Get over it.
I'm not talking about finding the hidden treasure. Talking about finding your mission area. Without going to the map all the time.
Well, that's why they have the gust of wind and stuff like that. It guides you as you're playing.
Yeah, but not
So-
everyone's gonna know that.
I didn't know that before watching the video. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a tutorial of all of this.
Yeah,
you start the
maybe.
game.
Yeah, maybe. But
And even if they didn't, it's just like Minecraft. People play Minecraft all the time. It doesn't show you anything about how to make anything. You have to search it up and do your research. It's the same concept, but this game is more streamlined, more story driven. So I'm more than likely sure they're gonna have like tutorials as you're playing, things like that.
Right.
So you don't get confused.
We're just gonna have to see exactly when the game comes out. They didn't show off any story stuff. They just showed all the facets, all the facets of gameplay, and the story is still up in the air. We kind of have the gist of the story, which is I don't want to know what the story is about right now. I want to figure it out as I play in the game.
Right.
Hopefully, this game doesn't get leaked like The Last of Us 2. And we're just gonna have to see in July. July's still kind of far away. It's a couple months away. And by then, you should already have your PlayStation 4. And by then, you should already have Last of Us 2 beaten.
I will. I might have Last of Us 2 beat in like 3 or 4 days or less.
So we're just
'Cause I'm
gonna,
gonna play
yeah. And I'm actually more excited about this game than The Last of Us 2, to be honest with you.
Well, you could eat a fat one. How about that?
So that's just me. I hope your guys' expectations wasn't too high because they didn't mention anything about PlayStation 5. They did not mention anything about any other games. They had it in their fucking title, PlayStation 4.
Yep.
Now, I kind of wish Sony does talk about the PlayStation 5 eventually because Microsoft has them beat on the next generation already because we don't exactly know what's going to happen with the PlayStation 5, but we know what's going to happen with the Xbox Series X. When do you think they're going to actually show off the next generation consoles? I mean, the next generation PlayStation 5.
I assume sometime soon, no later than June, just because that's like the start of all these releases that we're looking at. So I would say sometime this month, maybe June, but I don't think they'd wait as far as, July, September to start showing off PS5 stuff.
Do you think they're going to start showing off that when the Ghost of Tsushima is released?
Yeah, I think that they're gonna take some time to do it beforehand. I'm pretty sure they'll do something this month or the beginning of next month just to showcase at least some PS5 content. That or maybe they could be holding back. Maybe they're just trying to, outdo Xbox and they have a whole plan on how they're gonna do it. I don't know, but I can assume that they're gonna do it in the next month or two because it only makes sense, right? Cyberpunk, Last of Us 2 is coming out. The Ghost of Tsushima is gonna be a big hit, so they would want to show some content, I would believe.
Right. And like I said, we're just gonna have to see.
Seeing what the fuck that they do. But hey guys, make sure to subscribe to this. We're not gonna go super in depth because this is a pretty simple gameplay video.
Right.
I rated a 1 out of 10, so good job, Sony. And
Why just 1 out of 10?
because it's backwards, 1 is the highest, 10 is the lowest. So yeah,
Oh, then I rank it as a 10 out of 10.
great, awesome. Until next time, though, I mean, this is Console Gaming Radio, the one fucking game show that we just talk about games and don't give a fuck. It's Hexzilla, the game killer.
This is GMillion, and be sure to tune in to our Minecraft streams. If you just want to hear us talk shit and build shit.
Talk
so-
shit and build shit and kill shit. That was
Yeah.
a good. That's a good little motto right there. We talk shit,
shit.
kill shit, then we build shit.
Exactly.
Minecraft.
Yeah. All right. Talk to you guys later. See ya.